better than ever.
Thank y'all so much, but I'll take it from here. Sellers, this is your market. It's time for you to get off of that fence and put your home on the market and get it sold to my buyers who are waiting for you to list your home. I'd love to earn your business, so please give Trish a call at Keller Williams Realty Buckhead 404-604-3800 or text or call 404-819-4495. Please also visit my website at trishsellsatl.com. Let's talk about how I can assist you with achieving your real estate goals and making your dreams a reality.
List your house with our mommy at TrishSellsATL.com.
Good afternoon. Real estate update with your Trish Sells ATL. Y'all know the whole little Facebook shut down, Instagram shut down. I normally like would do these lives, and so the API was down, and so I had a rough time being on today. But hey y'all, it's been a week or so. So I need to check and like I need to share. I need you to somebody who's interested in purchasing a home, they're interested in selling their home, they have questions about real estate. This is the time for them to jump online so that they can ask you these questions. If they've been seeing something in the market that they're not really familiar with, I need them to come on to this live. So please invite, tag, like, and share. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to do that so that we can get started. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. With this rain, y'all, in the ATL, it's just been, I know it's fall the best season and it's October the best month. And so we are so grateful for this rain, but we want to see the sun too. So tag, like, and share so that we can go ahead and get started. I'm going to get these stats up because, of course, we talk numbers whenever we come together weekly. I like to talk numbers with you guys. And I saw some pretty astounding numbers this week compared to last week. And so I will pull those up. I did send out a newsletter last week. However, I did not do a live last week, but I do have the stats from the live last week. So we're definitely going to take a look at those September 27 stats so that we can compare numbers and we can kind of predict what the real estate market is doing. So I will get my screen shared pretty quickly so we can move through so that we can kind of move through this live. I have a showing, so I'm multitasking today, y'all. I am multitasking. So let's see, we can get this up. And it looks like I'm looking to the side. I'm actually not. I was just trying to get my screen up so that we could share screens. So I'm gonna put it back over here. Y'all see Bentley? Let me pull up the actual newsletter so that we can get started. Let's talk about this real estate market, y'all. So y'all know I do this every Wednesday. So if you know anybody that's interested, they have questions about real estate, hey, I love to answer their questions. So how's the market? This is what I got on Monday as far as the numbers. So we had about 207 new listings to hit the market, y'all. So when people say it's no inventory, I'm going to tell you what the no inventory really is. Prices are rising. I have to be honest with that. I just got to be very transparent. The prices are rising. If you're waiting for the market to dip, y'all, I just see the prices keep going up and they keep building homes. Homes keep hitting the market. So I'll just kind of leave it like that. But prices are increasing. But we had 207
new listings hit the market. We had 329 new contracts, y'all. We had 329 people to go under contract, and we had 234 closings, which at the end of the month, everybody tries to close at the end of the month. So that's, that is pretty standard for the end of the month. So definitely happy to see that. And then as far as stats from last week, we always kind of compare. And so last week, we only had 128 new listings. So I think sellers are seeing, what's going on with this market. And they're like, hey, let us go ahead and get our home on the market. The caveat is that they have to have somewhere to stay still. And so if they're not going to rent, and even rental prices are on, the increase. So if they're not going to rent anything, then they will have to find a property to purchase. So that's where it gets, it gets challenging. But as I said, new listings are hitting the market. You're just going to, pay the price. Last week we had 82 closings. This week we had 234 closings, y'all. I had a closing that my buyer had been waiting since July. So that just kind of tells you, the things that have been kind of happening with the real estate market. They get delayed. You got to stop. You got to do another appraisal. Then you have to do a reinspection. It's things happen. Okay. And so I am pleased to see that we had 234 people either purchase property as investment or they are home owners for this week. We are grateful for that. And I just want to remind y'all, I always tell you guys that I'm going to give you the sugar, the honey, and the tea. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to tell you the truth, y'all. These houses are for sale, not on sale. They are for sale. So if you're looking for like a discount or you thinking you can, talk the seller down, you got to understand that for most houses, the sellers are going to get at least 20 offers, 15 to 20 offers. They're going to get at least 15 to 20 offers. So you have to come, with your A game. You got to come with your highest and your best. But always remember that these houses are for sale. They are not on sale. They are for sale, not on sale. So I just wanted to tell you guys that, because you might hear buyers like, oh, I'm gonna get a discount. Oh, I'm gonna be able. No, you're not, because you're gonna have somebody else out there that's going to pay full price for their house or above. And then they're gonna be ready to rock and roll while you're negotiating numbers in your head. So listen to your real estate professionals. We are not trying to drive up the price so that we can get paid more money. My job as a buyer's agent and as a sales agent, because I operate in both realms, is to do a comparative market analysis based on my knowledge, based on the appraisal classes that I go to that kind of give us tips on how to do a comparative market analysis. Is very different from an appraisal. However, we do have appraisal classes that kind of give us and shed light on how they conduct their appraisals. So with that knowledge, plus with the data from the area, that's how we come up with the comparative market analysis. We come up with the number or the range based on the condition. So if we as realtors give you a number that you should offer, we're not saying that just to blow smoke. We're not saying that just to, get more money. No, these houses are for sale, not on sale. It's not a discount associated with it. The new construction homes, they're the ones who are paying like closing costs. But as I said before, I don't know if I said this on the live or what, but new construction is starting at 300,000 plus. They're 300,000 plus. Yes, they're going to give you some closing costs and maybe some incentives and stuff like that. But just to kind of put you up on game, let you know what the market is. If you're going new construction, it's upward 300,000 plus. You can find resales for under 3, but it's highly competitive. These sellers are being met with between, at the very least, 15 offers, and I've seen offers go up to 100 offers, 97 offers. I mean, it gets bananas. But that's why I said you have to bring your A game. You can't come in with the mentality that I'm gonna get a discount, because this is a seller's market, and until that changes, you have to be prepared to pay full price. So just wanted to throw that out there. I like educating y'all and letting y'all know what's really going on when it comes to this market. And that's one of the benefits of working with a real estate professional. You're going to get all these timely updates. We do the paperwork. We are experienced. I'll speak for me. I've been in the business, I tell you guys all the time, for 13 years. The negotiation process, us having to go do the comparative market analysis, and then we look at the range and the condition based on what has sold. That's how we negotiate. We have to use data to negotiate. And then we can, pretty much look at things and say, okay, this is going to go for about this much. And so we use that experience to educate you guys. And then, like they have on here, pricing. That's why you have to work with the real estate professional. I know some of you guys may be really good at negotiating numbers. That may be your thing on your job, all of that good stuff. But hey, listen, when it comes to the real estate market, stick with the real estate professionals. What your cousin or your family member, your parent, when they purchased a house in that market, it was very different from this market. So I would advise you guys, even if you're not working with me, that you listen to your real estate professional when it comes to advice when it comes to these homes. This market, like I said, they have homes that are for sale, not are on sale. You got to know the data when it comes to negotiating and pricing. You want to work with somebody that's experienced with navigating a challenging market. And of course, we do all of the paperwork to help you guys have a smooth transaction. So those are the benefits of working with a real estate agent. Moving on, and that is sponsored by Van Dyke Mortgage. There's one of our lender partners. He sends us all this good stuff, good marketing stuff. And so I love to share it with you guys because it brings up some really good points. And so that's why I wanted you to see it. And as usual, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and just put in Trish Sells Atlanta, Trish Sells ATL, our channel will pop up. If you're not able to view the live on Facebook, y'all know Facebook and Instagram went down yesterday. What did y'all do? We're going to talk about it in a minute. But we are on YouTube too. So if you can't watch it now, you want to go back to it later, or maybe you want to look at some of our past videos, go to YouTube. That's where our whole complete library is on different topics. We've had guests come in and talk to y'all, from credit to lenders and all of that. So just go take a look at it. Just hit Trish Sells ATL. Hello, October. It's the bestest month of the year. Fall is officially falling in the ATL. We have rain. We have cooler weather. We see the fall foliage coming through. Yes, I love October. Y'all know why in a little bit, but most of you all probably already know. You guessed it. But hello, October. We're so glad you're here. Don't forget, we are also on TikTok. I haven't done a video, one of my videos, in a while. So I do plan to do an updated TikTok video. My handle is always at Trish Sells ATL. So if you go to TikTok and put in at Trish Sells ATL, you'll be able to follow me on TikTok. And it's not like super professional, because y'all know you got to have some downtime. You got to have some time when you're not always, just being professional. And it's not, I don't want to use the word ratchet, but maybe I will. But it's not like that either. It's just, like real life, real personality stuff. As you can see, my dog is on here. And so he does some funny stuff, y'all. So it's always to get a good laugh at some of the things they say for our dogs to do. I've gone through this on a few lives before. I haven't advertised it yet on social media because I'm still kind of thinking through it, but I am considering hiring a real estate apprentice. You got to be hungry. You got to be ready to work, and you got to be willing to work as a real estate apprentice. I have some qualifications, and you must either have your real estate license already, or you're about to sit for the test, and you must become an agent with Keller Williams, my same brokerage. You must become an agent at that same brokerage. And so It's an opportunity that I think for somebody who is really hungry, it's to segue you to becoming a buyer specialist. It's the segue you into becoming a buyer specialist. And let me tell you something, when you're a buyer specialist, you got to call the clients back. You got to check in with them. You got to make sure you're scheduling appointments for them. So with all of that being said, I just want you guys to know and understand what this is. I'm doing the Apprentice for 90 days because I want to see how you work first. Before I bring you onto my team, I want to see if we work well together. I want to see if your work ethic, I want to see how hard you're going to work. I want to see what you know. And what I need to teach you. So with all that being said, the apprenticeship is a good stepping stone for somebody who you may be working full time and you're trying to get into real estate, like you got your license and you're trying to segue in. That's also something that I would consider. But if you are somebody that you or someone that you know is interested in something like this, just let me know. I am going to put it up on social media eventually. But I give it to you guys first. It was National Son Day. They had National Daughter Day last week, and I didn't even have the picture. I should have left it in the newsletter, y'all. I feel bad now because my daughters are always like, Mom, well, it was National Daughters Day last week. We celebrated. I did send it out in the newsletter, but I did not do a live. But this past week was National Sons Week. And so here's me and my young adult, my sunshine, my one and only, as we celebrate National Son Week. I'm so amazingly proud of the young adult that he has become. So my buyer that has been waiting since July to close, she finally got closed, y'all. And it was of no fault to her. She was a stellar buyer. She hung in there because it was so many twists and turns, but we got through it and she has sold. She has purchased her first home. Here she is with her son at the closing table. And I'm just grateful to work with some pretty amazing people. Like, y'all are amazing. And I'm just grateful to be able to work with you guys, to be a vessel to kind of assist you on your homeowner journey. Like, I'm grateful. Y'all changed my life. Like, I know purchasing a home, changes people's lives, but I have buyers that really leave an impact on me. I have sellers who really leave an impact on me. So I'm just grateful for her. She hung in there, y'all. I mean, since July, it's October. It's October. She actually closed last week. But she hung in there and I'm so proud of her. So just want to let you guys know that. And this live is actually uploaded into a podcast as well. So I know as everybody's returning to work, you all have work policies where you can't be on that Facebook watching them live, can't be on YouTube. So guess what? This is actually a business podcast. And so if you go to Alexa, if you go to Amazon, if you go to Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, TuneIn, just put in the Southern Belle of the ATL. And when you put that in, this podcast come up. So if you can't physically watch it, you can at least listen to it so that you can get some of these, these tidbits and some of these golden nuggets that I'm dropping. And I do it on purpose because I want to see you guys succeed. Even if you don't work with me, if I just planted the seed of success, I'm grateful because I know that I have fulfilled my responsibility. So here we are. Find out the value of your home. Sellers. I had a seller to close yesterday. I'll feature him on next week. But my sellers are having 6-figure profits. So if you know somebody that is on, they're kind of on the fence. They're like, I want to sell, but where am I going to go? If you get a new construction home, I actually know of a program that will allow you to sell your home, stay in it until your new construction is built. So, if you want to ask me about that, we have all kind of knowledge to kind of get you through, but you have to ask the question. You have to plant the seed. So, if you have a question, drop them in the comments as well. I got to go to the comment section to look at it. to kind of see what we're doing, because that's the part that normally I say, hello, how y'all doing? But I hadn't put that up there yet. So let me go to the chat so that I can say hello to y'all. Okay, so I got that up. If you have any questions, just drop it in the chat and I'm more than happy to answer it. But if you know somebody who is thinking about selling, my sellers are walking away with six-figure profits. If you want to get a new construction, I do have a program through certain builders where if you sell it to one of the corporate investors, you can basically stay in it for up to 9 months of your home being built. So that's also such an excellent program. You don't have to move like 2 times, like sell your house, move to an Airbnb or apartment for a year or 6 months or whatever. You can actually stay in the house. So if you or somebody that you know is interested in that program, just actually you can text me at 404-819-4495. 404-819-4495, and I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see it. You can call or text that number. Moving on. So this is just from my showings this weekend. I know you guys often hear that, oh, there's no inventory available. This is the resale and this is a new construction slab being poured. So there is inventory in the city, but you guys just got to be prepared. That's why I'm letting you know what's going on with the market. That's why I jump on here weekly so that you're prepared. If you're going to go new construction, it's 300,000 and above. New construction right now in this market is 300,000 and above. You can find some resale that is at a lower price than that. However, you're gonna have to make a very competitive offer, because just like you love that house, is 15 other people that love it too. So you got to bring your highest, your best, and your A game, and be willing to fill too these appraisal gaps. You know, negotiation is everything, and so sellers do look at, if this property doesn't appraise, I don't want to lower the price. I want to receive what they offered me for it. And so that's, each individual seller is different. But some sellers are like, I need somebody to cover this appraisal gap. And so that's something that you have to be prepared for. And so that's why I said that's the benefits of working with a real estate professional or realtor, because we're going to give you the business on what the sellers are expecting if you love this house. It is going to take sacrifice, but it can be done. Buyers, don't give up. We still have amazing options for you. Ribbon is still holding true for my already pre-approved buyers. Divvy is a lease purchase program. It's still there. They're like emailing me now. Hey, Trish, you got anybody who want to participate? And Home Partners of America is a lot like Divvy. So they pretty much do the same thing with a lease purchase. Let's say that you want to purchase a home. You don't qualify just yet. However, you're working on it. Divvy and Home Partners of America, they're great programs for lease purchase. And so, we do a bold law of the week, and the bold law for this week is focus on the plan, not the problem. A lot of times, we can just focus on what's going wrong. We can focus on this didn't go right, or I'm having trouble in this. But when you procure a strategy and a plan and you put your focus on that, a lot of times the problem works itself out. And so I always try to motivate not only you guys but myself every week. Focus on the plan, not the problem. Some things are beyond our control, and guess what? If it's beyond our control, then we have to let the good Lord work it out for us. But the things that we can, like developing a strategy or a plan to move forward, we have to focus on that and not the problem. And I promise you it'll work itself out. So just wanted to give you that little tidbit, that bold law and motivation for the week. I hope it resonates in your spirit as it does mine, which is why I continue to do them, because it has really been an asset to me. I'm looking for a community expert or realtor. That would be me, y'all. So if you have any questions, like I said, I have my number on the screen. I'll also put my email address up so that you have that. So if you don't want to text me or you want to send me an email about something, you can also email us at info@TrishSellsATL.com, info@TrishSellsATL.com. So that's just my little my blurb, my advertisement. If you're looking for real estate professional, yes, I offer consulting and training services. I absolutely do. I don't only want to see my buyers and my sellers win. I want to see other realtors win too, because at the end of the day, as I keep saying, I've been in this business for 13 years. And so eventually I do want to go to another level of my business. And so I'll be more than honored to train industry leaders to dominate the market. People often ask me, well, Trish, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I give free game all the time, but this right here is not free. You have to understand you have to invest in your business. If you invest what you input in your business, it's the output. So if you invest in your business, if you invest in the education and the training, then your business should grow. That's the whole premise of it. And so I don't charge a lot. However, I do believe in the principle of investing in your business. So if you have any questions about that, if you need this newsletter, let me drop it in the chat as well. If you want to be subscribed to it, just shoot me something in the comments to let me know that you would like to get this newsletter. It comes out every Monday. So I put it in the Facebook chat. Instagram, it is in my link tree in my bio. So your weekly real estate update, if you click that, it's the exact same thing. I upload it every Monday. I send it out, and then we go over it on Wednesday. So that is a live link in the Facebook chat. So if you want to, click on it so that you can see the newsletter for the week, you can. Talked about consulting and training. This is just my YouTube official Trish Sells ATL promo. We already talked about subscribing to our YouTube channel. And with that being said, I want to go back to this training services, because last weekend I saw a bunch of opportunities for training, y'all, when it comes to our fellow agents. And I'm not one, I'm pretty easygoing, easy to get along with. But it was just some cardinal rules being broken. And I understand everybody is trying to get in the house. They're trying to show their client. But one of the services that we use is called showing time. And so on showing time, we actually have to schedule an appointment to see the house. So that's kind of how I move to appointments, because even for us to see the home, we have to go and look at its availability. And then based on this availability is when we schedule, say, okay, they have openings at this time, that time. So I kind of run my schedule concurrently with the showing schedule. Okay, so if I'm showing a house with my client from 1:30 to 2 o'clock, and I want my buyers to take their time, because I want them to make an informed real estate decision. If they have questions, I want them to ask. If they're seeing something we need to discuss, I need to be able to do that. So it's kind of rude, fellow agents, if another agent is showing a property and your time doesn't start. If I have a 1:30 to 2 o'clock appointment and your appointment doesn't start until 2:30, it's rude to 2 o'clock, not 2:30. If I have a 1:30 to 2 p.m. and your appointment starts at 2 p.m., we're looking outside the house at 1:45. It is rude and uncouth to ask, are y'all done with the inside? If your appointment isn't until 2, you have to be patient. That's just real estate etiquette. And people can't make decisions because that's a distraction when you do that. And I'm giving you this game as a professional who has been in the business for 13 years. Now, if I walk out of a house and I see an agent waiting patiently, I'll say, okay, we're done now. Oh, okay, if it's early. But give me the liberty during my appointment to say that. Don't rush me trying to rush your client in and distracting my client when you do that. That's rude and it's uncouth. And I just think that, we need the education and the training so that we're more polished, because it's also, it does not look good when, my client who said she was being a little rude. It's like she was rushing us. And so you have to put yourself in a position where you are being patient. You have to manage your clients' expectations as well. You have to let them know, well, they have the house from 1:30 to 2 o'clock. Now, if they leave early and tell us it's okay, that's one thing. But give us the liberty to do that. And so that comes with training, and it comes with, consulting services. So invest in yourself, because you only have one name in this real estate business, and you don't want to muddy it up because of little things like that. My response to the agent that was rushing me was that our appointment is from 1:30 to 2. She looked at her clock, her watch, and said, oh, it's 1:45. I said, yes, we have the appointment from 1:30 to 2 p.m. And so what part of that she did not get, I do not understand, but I still had to maintain my professionalism, even though I didn't like something. But I did think to myself, this is an excellent training opportunity. With some agents, maybe you're new in the business and you really don't know how this thing works. So I'll be more than happy, if you want these consulting and training services, I'll be more than happy to assist you, so that you can kind of get up to par when it comes to stuff like this. I'm going to click on the link so you guys can see it. And this is what's offered on my Calendly. So you would literally choose. It has the price that's up there. We do it on web conference, and these are the times that I'm available. And so this information is $50. You spend $50 at Starbucks every week. And so why not invest that in your training? You spend $50 going to get a takeout meal at Red Lobster, TGI Fridays, or even at Houston's. It's about $50. So invest in your real estate business so that you're not making those professional faux pas, because the real estate community is a tight community, but your name means everything. And so that's something in pearls of wisdom that I try to give agents who are just coming in the business. Like, I've been here, for 13 years. I want to pass down some of this wisdom, leave a legacy so that I can go on to something that's greater. So part of my footprint in leaving a legacy is giving these pearls of wisdom to edify, the newer agents and some of the agents that just may not be seasoned. It's not criticism, it's no judgment, no heat. It's just to inform you to make wiser decisions as a realtor. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents about that, because, some things that I'm glad my buyers were, amicable to the point where they knew that they weren't like, Trish, why did you let her do that? Or, all of that. They weren't, because they could clearly see that she was being pushy. But we just have to watch those type of behaviors, because it can affect, the other person's client. So just pipe down, chill out. We went through the YouTube channel and just operations from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Normally answer my phone up to 9:30 p.m. before it goes into Do Not Disturb. We're open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Fridays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturdays, and 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays. Showings are scheduled by appointment. So in order to schedule a showing with me, to go see a house, you would have signed a buyer brokerage agreement. That's Georgia law, y'all. And I hear people say all the time, well, so-and-so took me to see how they run their business and how I run my business are two different things. I like to make sure that you're covered and I'm covered too. That's why we signed this buyer brokerage agreement. There are no showings on Mondays, because guess what? My busiest time is on the weekends with showings. And then guess what? I have to man those offers. I got to get them in. I got to negotiate. If the agent is saying, well, the seller really likes your offer, Trish, but can you do this? Can your buyer do that? Or I have a listing and I've gotten 25 offers in. So that's why Monday is kind of like that desk day where we are going through like the offers to make sure that we are representing you guys to the best of our ability. So that's why we don't show on Mondays. And like I said, I accept phone calls Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. The other calls for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday follow that schedule, because I'm normally running around in between appointments. You all are work during the week, and so the weekend is like a hot commodity. So I try to make sure I accommodate my clients, and I am out of the office every Thursday. That is my only off day the whole entire week. On Thursday, tomorrow, So if you call me and I do not answer, it is because it is my off day. You can send me a text if it's an emergency, has something to do with your contract. My text message has directives on who to call for what. And if it is an emergency, I do check my messages, so I will respond. But something has to be on fire. It has to be a hospital. It has to be something to that nature. Or a contract needs to be signed immediately because we're going under contract. It has to be something to that effect. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, and that's about all that I have today, y'all. Does anybody have any questions? Do they have any concerns? Do they have anything that they want to talk about? Any questions you want to ask? Hey, feel free to just go ahead. If you're watching this on the replay, just drop it in the comments, and as soon as I see it, I will respond to it. I just need you to drop them in the comments. And I'll go through my blurb on our social media stuff and where to follow us and where to keep connected with us. You can follow us on Twitter at TrishSellsATL.com. We are also on Instagram, which I'm on Instagram Live to Facebook. But I typically take this video and I upload it to Instagram. So we are on Instagram as well. Follow us at Trish Sells ATL. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We talked about that today too. It is Trish Sells ATL. And don't forget, in addition to that, we are on a podcast. So if you say, Alexa, play the Southern Belle of the ATL, it'll come up on your Alexa. You can go to TuneIn, Pandora. You can go to Amazon Music. You can go to Apple Podcasts. All of these audio streaming podcast stations, just type the Southern Belle of the ATL and our podcast pops up. Please like us on Facebook. Please like us on the book that was shut down. What did y'all do when this Facebook was shut down? Facebook and IG was shut down. And how I found out about this is I have an auto scheduler on some of my posts, and so they kept getting kicked back. And I was like, what is going on with this social media? And it's so many like stories about Mark Zuckerberg, so many funny memes, y'all. But it made me a little bit more productive. I don't know about you, but I was able to get a lot more done without social media. So that just tells us that we need to unplug sometimes. I come on here every week intentionally on purpose to check in with you guys, but understand that my posts, they're kind of, I schedule them. Sometimes I do organic posts. It just kind of depends on what's going on. But take some time to step away from social media sometimes. It's good for you. So I just wanted to, put that in there. If you need to call me or text me, you can always reach me at 404-819-4495. 404-819-4495. That is my direct cell phone number where you can call or text me. And if you need to email us, please do not hesitate to email us. Info at our handle, TrishSellsATL.com. Info at TrishSellsATL.com. And if we do not have any questions from our audience, we don't have any questions from somebody that's watching. If you're watching the replay, just drop them in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them. But we'll go ahead and wrap up, y'all. Check on your friends that have allergies. We've been so focused on COVID. Let me tell y'all something. The folks out here like me with allergies, we are struggling. This ragweed done tried to choke us up. So listen, check on your friends that have allergies. I think we got a little pollen, a little ragweed. We got a little nasty mix out here. So if you see somebody sneezing and clearing their throat, it's not always COVID, y'all. People out here legit for real, me included, have allergies. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't jump on the live last week, because my eyes were so red. Y'all would have been making assumptions. Y'all would have been making a meme out of me like y'all was doing Mark Zuckerberg. You would have been saying, oh, do she do this? Or why her eyes? And I have allergies and they're horrible. I take medication daily because of these allergies, but it really got to me. So that's one of the reasons why I was not on last week. I had to take a sick day from the from the Facebook Live, but I'm back and I appreciate everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your referrals. Thank you for liking, and sharing my posts, my lives, my podcast, all of that. I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you for supporting my business. This is I won't call it small business, but it's a larger than life business because I mean, just to give y'all a little back history, when I got my real estate license, I was really like part-timing it because I was a full-time mommy. I did that for like 7 years. And then I eventually had to go back to corporate America for a little time, for a little while. So, for my business to grow, especially since I've been with Keller Williams, y'all. Now, even agents, if you're looking for a change, if you've been like, I need something new with my business, Keller Williams took me from being a real estate agent to owning a real estate business. Like that whole mindset, and this will be my 4th year. I have tripled. My business has tripled since when I came in my first year. And so I'm grateful for that. And I hope that, my business produces even more. But, the real estate business does go up and down. And so you have to know how to navigate that business so that it can kind of sustain you for the long run. Yes, we're in a seller's market now. Prices are crazy high, right? But what goes up must come down. And you have to be able to sustain yourself in that down market as well. However, Keller Williams does give you the tools. I can say hands down, they have taught me how to be a business owner. So that's to other agents who have you may be thinking about changing brokerages. You need a change. People say, Trish, why you stay with KW? The technology is unmatched. Do you hear me? I was part of the team when they rolled out our new database called Command. I was part of the testing on that. And so to see where it started and where it has come from has been phenomenal. The technology is unmatched. I typically do my own marketing, but that's just because I'm kind of picky. And then, I do the sweat equity in my business to avoid paying some of these people that do marketing. They want to charge $800 a month. And I just think if I can do it myself, and if you check out my Instagram and Facebook and everything that I do, I don't think that I'm doing, a bad job. But, if you want to talk and have a conversation about YKW, please feel free to email me, info@TrishSellsATL.com, or shoot me a text. Hey, Trish, I saw your live. I've been thinking about I need a change. Hey, talk to me about Keller Williams and why you stay. Call or text me, 404-819-4495. I'm not afraid to have that conversation with you and give you the benefits. I know a lot of times when people say different thing about different brokerages, the first thing they give you is the negative, but I want to give you the positive. I want to show you and kind of walk through how I was working a full-time job. I went through productivity coaching. I capped. And then from that point, I have been working real estate full time and my business has tripled. So I would love to have that conversation with you. Why KW? Why do you continue to stay? I heard they've been going through change. It's rumors. Trish, have you joined the KW Kool-Aid? All of that good stuff. I'm more than happy to answer those questions for you so we can talk about it. And if you have any questions, like I said, call and text me, 404-819-4495, or email me, info@TrishSellsATL.com. So we will wrap it up for today. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who will tag, like, and share. Thank you for watching the replay. Thank you for listening to the podcast, and I will see you on next week. Have a blessed day.